Here we are on the BMW K1600B. Look at that TFT. Got our mode button here, so road, dynamic, rain. Let's keep it in road. This is our windscreen, electronically adjustable. So this bike has 237 miles on it. It is brand new. And this is the special midnight color. So, no idea. ABS, hill assist, radio off, reverse. Boy, this thing's fancy. First impressions just sitting on it. I can flat foot it. I'm 5'11". Feels super comfortable. Nice ergonomics, good riding position. Handlebars, very comfy. So let's see what we got here. You can barely hear that it's on. It's unbelievable. Wow. So here we go. BMW K1600B. Alright, so super easy clutch. Man, this feels so far out and away. I'm used to riding the Honda Goldwing. So, a little speed bump here. The seat on this thing's really nice and comfortable. But this is not going to be a ride review so much more as first impressions, because it's a 12-mile loop. It's a demo day. The mirrors are nice, in a good position. Turn signals, everything seems easy to handle. So this lady here is on a there we go. Let's put the windshield up for the audio. Now these are brand new bikes, so the tires are not scrubbed in. Alright, so that's the windshield all the way down. Now let me put it all the way up. Okay, so that's the windshield all the way up. And the wind hits me smack in the face. Yeah, and that windscreen, boy, that's at full throttle all the way up. So downshifting is nice. Here we go, and we are on city streets, so traffic is pretty stout. The bike is extraordinarily balanced, doesn't feel heavy at all. I'm just surprised that windscreen doesn't go up any higher. Interesting. But we are this lady, the leader, man, she's not tall and she's on that big GS. That's pretty amazing. So we're in a pack of riders. Obviously on a demo ride you can't go crazy hooligan, so that guy stalled out, so we had a little bit of a delay. Alright, so here we go. So yeah, big surprise so far is the windscreen. kind of causes a lot of buffeting, hits me right in the eyeball, so that's a little bit of a disappointment. I'm sure you can get an aftermarket windscreen, but you know, on a 25K plus bike, little surprise. But I mean the balance of it is tremendous. The weight is low. It doesn't feel heavy to me at all. Brakes are good. I want to see about this phone compartment. Nice footboards. Huge gas tank, but it's got a lot of nice oomph to it, of course. 160 horsepower, I believe. And this is just everyday general city riding outside the city of Atlanta. So shift down second gear, shift down first. Very nice. So compared to the Goldwing, the position is not as relaxed. Your knees at a much more 90-degree angle. A lot of room though in the seat. Making a right-hand turn here. Second gear. Nice turn. So this TFT, 10.25 inch, it's massive. Speed, rev limiter. You know, it's got your tachometer, your speed limit, your gear indicator, temperature. Very nice. I'm just really surprised that that windscreen is in the max position right there, and I mean, so much wind still hits you in the head. So on the highway, man, that's a problem. So I would think you need to get a bigger windscreen if you're going to use this for touring. I mean, the flickability, yeah, for such a big bike, as expected from BMW, right? Engineering wise, super nice, super easy to handle. This downshift here, bring it to a nice easy stop, to a red light, somewhat up a hill, brakes no problem. The shifter is a little angled down, so you really got to get your foot under it. Just something to get used to. So far, I like everything about it except that windscreen. So you're probably talking about a $300 upgrade to get a larger windscreen, maybe a little more because it is electronic. You got a 12, a little adapter here. Very nice. Mirrors are nice. Yeah, I like it. Curious to see how this compares to the R1250 RT riding. And this is exactly the same as the GT. The GT is just a little more sporty as far as the ergonomics are concerned. So biggest difference I feel from the Goldwing so far though is a little more aggressive riding position, a little more 90-degree bend in the knees, not as relaxed as the Goldwing. Goldwing windscreen, much better at wind protection. As far as all the tech goes, because of the demo ride, we didn't get into all that, but I'm sure, you know, BMW compared to Honda, it's going to be pretty stout. I know the big knock on this bike is the GPS and the navigation, and seeing if their iPhone fits in that compartment, which is right here. Hopefully we'll get a chance to do that. If not, I'll try to see if I can go in the showroom and do it. But so here we are, third gear, 45 miles an hour. Yeah, this bike's wanting to go. Here we go, taking the turns nice. Yeah, this bike just dips into turns really nicely. Very nice. Great ride, comfortable seat. You do feel like you're leaning a little further forward. Like I said, it is more sporty and aggressive, but personally, I like it. So downshift here, stay behind the leader. We got a green light, so let's see how it is at slow speeds here. A little bit of back brake, feather the clutch, head and eyes. There we go. We're going to make a right-hand turn. So overall first impressions on the 2024 BMW K1600B, I like it. Only thing I'm changing is the windscreen. Now I am in road mode, so let's do something here and go to dynamic. Alright, now this is dynamic. You know, a lot more twitchy on the throttle. It's kind of like sport mode on the Goldwing. I like it. As far as wind protection though, guys, I can't say it enough. The Goldwing crushes this as far as wind protection. It's not even close. My whole upper body is a lot more exposed on this than on the Goldwing. Now, with a bigger windshield, will that change? I would assume so. Just feels like it's kind of coming up and over and then coming back behind me a little bit. So it's kind of odd. Never had that sensation before. Alright, brakes pretty good, going straight downhill. Yeah, BMW brakes. Alright, right hand turn. Looks like we're going to get on a little interstate here, so maybe we can open it up a little bit. Let's see. Still staggered. Yeah, dynamic wants to just go, as do I. Let's try footboards. Footboards are really comfortable. Nice forward position. Yeah, this seat is awesome. Really is. I know it's short, but you can tell it's a very, very high quality seat. So back to the pegs. Make a right, downshift. Shifting's very crisp, very precise. And then at small, slow speeds, handles really well. Super awesome. This tank is ginormous. I don't particularly care for this midnight funky galaxy scheme on it. I'll show you when I get off, but It comes in black and then also that gray. Keyless entry, of course, push button start, all the stuff you guys know. I don't know how to switch the there's a menu. Oh, there you go. Settings, phone, all that crap. That's how you get back to the home button. So there's like a myriad of things you could play with. Settings, phone, media, man, all kind of stuff. Take a while to get used to it, but first impressions, right? So let's see how we do out of a slow turn. Slow speeds. Yeah, this thing's easy to handle. Let's go back in the second gear. Very pleased with how it handles its slower speeds and lower gears. You know, everybody, oh, it's such a big bike, but I mean, it's perfectly balanced. The weight is handled much with ease. And also, man, if you control that throttle and that clutch and the rear brake, you can ride any bike as long as you have the slow speed maneuver skills, right? This also has a quick shifter on it. That shifts like super crisp. The clutch is like super easy to pull in. The exhaust, I mean, it's quiet. I think the gold wing stock in sport sounds a little more aggressive. But I don't know. I mean, it's I'll give everything a strong 9.5 out of 10 on first impressions, except the windscreen. That's getting a 5 out of 10. Definitely would need to change that if you're touring on this bike. Now, that was a lot of bumps, and the suspension, as expected, phenomenal, right? So here we go. Let's take this through here. This lady's cracking me up. Look at this. How about that on the GS? Being able to one-foot it. Gas tank, I think, is 6.5 gallons on this thing, maybe 7. You got your whatever they are, easy recall buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your favorites. We got a trophy next to us. She's on a gigantic GS. He's on a R1250 something. go. Plenty of giddy up on this thing, never a doubt, right? So would I buy one of these? I mean, it is really nice. It's just such a bummer you spend this kind of money and you have to get an aftermarket windscreen. That's crap, BMW. Come on. I mean, everything else is phenomenal. I just have to. That GPS thing is a deal breaker. If the phone doesn't fit and if you can't use it with the self-charging, I mean that's your directions, right? You don't want to be sticking stuff on your handlebars. At least I don't. I don't want to have to buy an aftermarket GPS if this one doesn't work on a 25K plus bike. And I'm not one to use a quad lock or anything else for my phone on my handlebars. I don't like that. I don't want anything on my handlebars. I don't want to see text messages, emails. I don't want to see it ring. I know, put it on do not disturb, blah, blah, blah. I don't want it on my handlebars. So you should, with this kind of tech, have a seamless navigation for the price you pay, and I'll have to dig in deeper a little bit to see if the phone fits or not, if they let me try before this goes back out on another demo ride. But we got on this so quick, I didn't even get a chance to try it. So and there's a lot of traffic. So we're all waiting patiently. Shifting is, I mean, it's very deliberate, easy to hear on the downshift. The trophy is really nice. So we are returning to the dealership. For a first impression, I like it. So there it is, that midnight color.
I loved it. I was having so much fun.
Hey, good.
So, 6-cylinder. It's a bags too, so oh, it's off, so they're not going to open, but yeah, not too bad. Thanks for watching, and don't forget,